Signaling for the turn, but still going wide. Take it, not good. Almost hit that car. So that was not good. All right, guys, we're back. We took some time off, took a break. Weren't able to actually show you a video of 10.10 proper, but now we have 10.10.2, which is the latest and greatest. And actually 10.10 actually got a sort of limited release. Didn't go too well with the releases to all the vehicles. And now we're back with 10.10.2, which should be a little bit wider, a little bit more broader with some different vehicle types, okay? So instead of you guys complaining about me reading the release notes, I'm not going to go through each individual release note because that seems to be not what you're interested in. You want to see my reaction to the actual drive. So I will just point out highlight features of the release notes for you to take a look at and pay attention to as we drive. First and foremost is the disabling of the rolling stop function. If you recall in our video with the software engineer, we talked about the different full self-driving beta profiles, and one of which, or two of which, assertive and aggressive, were basically ones that would allow you to be able to do rolling stops, which in California is a common thing, is something that's called a California roll colloquially. But it's not a legal thing to do. It's actually illegal to roll through a stop sign. You have to come to a complete stop. So Tesla's taken that away. And now every profile that you choose is going to come to a complete stop. So be prepared for that. Otherwise, a couple of other release notes, but the more important ones that we're going to look at here is improved right-of-way understanding at intersections with better modeling of intersection extents. So again, just having a better comprehension of the right-of-way when you come to, say, a all-way stop, a four-way stop, so on and so forth, understanding who has the right-of-way. So we'll take a look at that. All right, so that's pretty much it for this one. No additional features to talk about other than obviously the ability to change the color of your car, which is in the main public release. Nothing too major there. But otherwise, we're going to focus on the FSD Beta drive, and let's take it out for a spin right now. All right, guys, we're getting ready to take it out for a spin. Just wanted to show you that the profiles that are here for autopilot or full self-driving beta are chill, average, and assertive. And then each of these settings is going to give you some information about it. Average right now is the middle setting where it goes is in this profile, the Model S will have a medium follow distance. It used to say may perform rolling stops. Now that's removed. The other one is assertive, and the Model S will have a smaller follow distance, perform more frequent speed-based lane changes, and will not exit the passing lane. And it also used to say will perform rolling stops. It now doesn't say that anymore. So for the interest of consistency in the videos that we've done before, the majority of the videos we've done on full self-driving beta will go to chill. Okay, in this profile, the Model S will have a larger follow distance and perform fewer speed-based lane changes. We'll go with that profile, and we'll go ahead and put it in gear. I'll get out of here. Pedestrians there. Now activate. Waiting for bicyclists, it said in the message. Now it's going to creep a little bit forward. Going to make the turn, waiting. And it's now making the turn very slowly, now very aggressively going. I will keep my hand on the wheel as well. We listen to you guys here. We don't just do our own thing. We definitely listen to you guys, show you what you want to see. My hand is on the wheel. I won't keep my hand off the wheel so as to upset anyone. I don't have an offset anymore, but I will go to 5 miles an hour over just to see what happens. But I'll keep my hand on the wheel, or the yoke, I should say. Getting over into that lane, slightly over, signaling for the turn, but still going wide. Take it, not good. Almost hit that car. So that was not good. I'll re-engage. Generally, 10.10 was a very wide turn, very wide turn. Generally, 10.10 was paused because it wasn't good. The release was paused and halted, so it was a bit of a limited release based on that. And it doesn't seem like 10.10.2 is getting much better. Wow. That was a little bit scary. Again, these are the same turns and conditions that we've done before. Same road, same trajectory, same car, same settings. Nothing's changed, but the car behavior has now changed to be a little bit more erratic, a little bit of a regression, it seems. And one of the things I'll also do here as we drive is point out the good things as well. I'm not always talking about negatives, waiting for its turn, sees a car coming, pauses for it, but it's a little bit more aggressive than before, so I like that. Now it has the way to go, and it's not going very quickly. Again, going wide, then turning. So that turn still is problematic for FSD Beta. Still problematic for FSD Beta. Lots of cars here now, which is not typical of what we see here. Cars hanging over the line. Does a good job of avoiding that. So again, I'm going to point out the good as well as the not so good, just so I'm balanced and even in what we're talking about here. And people don't think that we are fanboys here, which we are not. We are enthusiasts. Hold them accountable, point out the things that are not great, point out the things that are very good, and celebrate both equally to help make a better product here for Tesla and full self-driving. So far, so good. I'll go 5 miles an hour over a little bit here just to go a little faster and reproduce what we did before. But so far, it seems like it's regressing again. 10.9 was a bit of a regression from 10.8, but wasn't terrible. 10.10, from our experience, but not in the actual video, was also a regression from 10.9 even further. And this seems to be right aligned with 10.10, maybe a little bit better than 10.10 initially was, but still a regression from 10.8, and obviously the best being, for us at least, being 10.6.1. Okay, so our initial right turn, getting into that sort of bike shoulder lane to make that turn, very slow, then went wide as a car tried to pass us on this side as we were making the turn and got into that lane, tried to go a little bit wide, so that could have been problematic. And then when it turned, it seemed like it just didn't want to make the full turn and almost went straight into that car. So that definitely wasn't a good look, Tesla. We definitely need to fix that. Now, again, this is the first time we've done this. We want to try to reproduce that. So I'm going to go again, and on the second pass is when I'm going to actually report that as a bug, just to make sure it's consistent. If it's a one-off, it doesn't help Tesla. It's not an issue they need to fix. But if it's a repeatable issue, that's something that Tesla can fix and can look into. And if other people are experiencing it, so on and so forth. So that's what they do with the data that we give them. They look at it and compare it against any other. Wow, this is going very wide. Wow. Wow. Not good, Tesla. It's going very, very wide here. I don't know what's happening here. It's going very wide. Not a good look for FSD Beta. 10.10.2. Not sure what's happening. Very wide on that centering of the lane. There was a car trying to get around us to make a turn as well, it seemed. And they were just like, hey, no, forget that. Tesla wants to block them. All right, going over the train track here. So far, so good here. Not confidence inspiring as much as oh yeah, it's slowing down right here as well. All right, I'm going to disengage. Now, to show you what I mean, I'm going to actually go back around, do that same pass again, then I'll report it if the same things happen. All right, guys, here we go. Round 2, showing you exactly what I mean. Taking a secondary pass, excuse me. Single click. Secondary pass to see if anything is repeatable here. Again, same situation, except for we're approaching at street level. Stopping at the stop sign, creeping forward for visibility. Looks like it's trying to go into the curb a little bit. Don't like that. Not a confident turn. Not a confident turn or a confidence-inspiring turn. I'll go 5 miles an hour over here again. But I don't think that was a bad thing. But it was just not a confidence-inspiring turn. Now, if it does something funky here on this turn, then I'm going to go ahead and report it, flag it for Tesla to be able to take action on it. And so I don't double the video, the length of this video, I will actually also skip ahead to the next intersection as well. Very slow. Not great. Not great. But let's see what happens here. This is a little bit more aggressive. Turn signal, very, very wide. So now I'll report that. See that? Autopilot recording, save. Now I'll report that. Because now it's repeatable. It's the same thing over and over again. It wasn't just an issue with the cameras or a one-off situation. That's what I want to report. And now Tesla should be able to reproduce this. Again, going very slow, lack of confidence here, regressing back to older builds of the software. And then we'll go ahead and hit this intersection and see what happens here, if there's anything to note. Now, the message you may see on here is just about my regenerative braking, just because it's so cold outside, that it says regenerative braking will increase as I warm up the battery and drive more. Completely empty both ways. No one's here at all, and it's creeping through scarily through this intersection. Not good. Now we report. There we go. Report it. So that's what we do. We're not going to just report every single issue if it's a first time, a one-off situation. We want to report the things that are repeatable so Tesla can quickly and easily fix them, because they'll be able to reproduce them on their end, or see that it's doing the exact same thing, the exact same trajectory, the exact same speed going into the intersection, the exact same point of phantom braking, etc. They'll be able to do that. All right, so that's what we do. Anyway, let's leave it here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you have 10.10.2? What do you think about it? Did you get 10.10 before that? Is it any better? Is it the same? And if you've not had any updates in a while and you're at 10.8 or 10.9, how does 10.10.2 or any of the 10s compare to your previous build? Let us know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about it. Let's debate about it. Let's also flag things up to Tesla so they can make adjustments. And until the next time, enjoy your day. Enjoy your Tesla.